There we go. Hold on, I change out that nasty thumbnail because I'm so fucking ugly. I know. I'm the ugliest person here on YouTube. I know. I know. That's not me being hard on myself. That's me telling the truth. It's called being honest with yourself. You know when you're ugly. It's okay. Nothing abusive about it to yourself. It's better to tell yourself you're ugly than you tell yourself that you're the gorgeous person on the planet. Better to be honest than to be conceited. So that's just my thoughts. That's how I look at myself. I hate myself every day, all day, but that's okay. Um, I'm sure there's people here on YouTube who hate me. Yeah, that's fine too. But anyways, so today is Breakfast Club Day, March 4th, 1984. Yes. Hold on, I'm gonna change this up. How is everybody's day going? Is it going? Is it not going? There we go. Oops. So I was on oh, that's odd. So I'm on TikTok all the time. They're changing the creators fund. I guess they made it a little too easy for you to get it, you know what I mean? But it's not going to be that much easier anymore. Um, now you have to have you have to have 10,000 followers and 100,000 views in the last 30 days. But you know what though? Just like on YouTube, if you um, if you have that many followers, 100,000 views really shouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean? You know, I don't understand why people always scream and yell and jump up and down when those things happen. If you have that many followers, there should be no reason why you don't have the right amount of views. You know, you gotta do it right. You know, too many people don't do it right. Even here. And I'm gonna be flat out honest with y'all. I made the mistake of, going to grow streams, um, which was a mistake. You see, the people who do those, they're not really around anymore. But, you know, oops, it really ruins your channel. It really does. Because, those people don't really sub to you, and you pick up people who just aren't going to watch your content because it's not their gig, you know? But when I started out, grow streams were a big thing. It was a big thing. We would drop money in there, and you would, you know, get subs that way. But the people you were picking up really weren't going to watch your channel. I really don't want to watch some of their channel stuff, you know. Um, but yeah, uh, it's that's the thing is that the grow streams, the sub for sub, it's the same thing, really. When you go to a grow stream, they'll say, "Oh no, it's not a sub for sub," but it really kind of is. And then you got the people out there who do these grow streams where they won't drop your link unless you give them some money, and that's you're selling subs at that rate, which is against YouTube community guidelines. So, but anywho, yeah. So TikTok, they're changing out the rules. I guess it's for the best, It's for the best. They need to do something different. Um, but again, if you have 10,000 followers, getting 100,000 views is not really that hard. It's not that hard, really. You should have no problem doing that. You know what's sad is I get enough views, but not enough followers for the views that I get. But that's fine too. You know, I have a video here on YouTube with 26,000 views, and I don't have 26,000 followers, and it's still getting viewed every day. So there's that too. There's the option where, you know, you get the views and not the followers, you know. Oh, I don't know. That's just the crazy world of all this YouTube and TikTok stuff. But, you know, again, if you're on TikTok, 10,000 followers, that's hard to get. Although after the first 1,000, it gets pretty easy. But, you know, 100,000 views in the last 30 days, I don't think that's not. I don't think that's unrealistic at all. I don't think it is. If you have 10,000 followers, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to pull in 100,000 views. I don't see it. Especially if you're very consistent. I mean, it's a 60-second video. I mean, there are videos. I mean, sure. I mean, if I put like 6 videos out a day on TikTok, are there some that's maybe only going to have, you know, 10 views? Sure, that happens. But there's something else that pops off, and then I get more views. It happens from time to time, you know. But I like TikTok. I know there's a lot of people on here who don't like it. That's okay. But you know, that's the other thing is if you're doing TikTok, or maybe you're not doing TikTok, but if you make some quick 60-second video here and put it right here on YouTube, and you hashtag the shorts in the title, then you know that's what really makes your channel grow lately. Because we have the YouTube Shorts program. That's how I got that video to 26,000 views. I mean, I could put a short on here on YouTube. I mean, some, maybe there's 20 to 50 views, but then there are some where it can go up to 500 to 1,000 views. It's been a huge help for my channel. So don't poo-poo the idea of TikTok, because it can help your channel. And there's a lot of people on TikTok who do both. They do both TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. My Instagram has grown up a little bit too. You know, don't knock these ideas. It's something extra to promote yourself. You know, I don't know why anyone would not want to do it. But, so yeah. So today is Breakfast Club Day. What have you had for breakfast? Today I had scrambled egg whites on it. I made a breakfast quesadilla today. I never would have thought of that, but I did. I made the bacon first. I used low sodium bacon, which was in my Lidl video. And I made scrambled eggs, egg whites. I don't eat the yolk because it's too much fat and cholesterol. And then I put it in a tortilla with the bacon and the egg. It's pretty good. I would never eat the breakfast from Taco Bell, though. It's gross. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, and here on Long Island, our breakfast is bacon, egg, and cheese with ketchup on a roll. So, I mean, a breakfast quesadilla is something different, but nothing beats a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll with ketchup. Or a bagel. It does work well on a bagel, too, especially if the bagel's nice and toasty, you know. You gotta make sure you toast up that bagel. The roll works well toasty, too. Nice and crispy. To me, if you go to like a bakery and you get a loaf of Italian bread and it's doughy, that's not good. To me, if you get a loaf of Italian bread, it's supposed to cut your gums. That's the best way of eating it. It's gotta be so crispy, crunchy that it cuts your gums. If it's not that good, if it's not like that, then it's really not that good. It's not good at all. But that's how I like it. So, yeah. But so some other things that I've been noticing is people. I know y'all don't really want to talk too much about, you know, the TLC shows and things like that. I don't know. I talk about it because it's something that I pay a lot of attention of, you know. And first off, I see a lot of people in the on TikTok getting kind of rude with Tammy Slaton. Um, not only just rude with her, but it's like they're asking questions knowing that she's gonna say something back, which she has every right to. Um, but another thing is, it's just not really cool to judge her. You really don't know what she's going through right now. Um, it's never good to judge somebody's uh, character or their journey in life. She's on a journey. It may be a long one. She doesn't seem to know where she's headed at this point in time, but she's on it. And the only one who can tell her what to do and how to do it is herself. And I don't think it's fair to judge her based on the fact that she's failed to get the weight loss surgery. She's obviously not ready. She's not ready to get the surgery because, she's got a lot to work on. She's got to work on her mental health. Otherwise, it's just not going to work for her. But, there's a lot more that needs to work on. I mean, for one, she needs to work on deleting toxic relationships. I think, in my opinion, it's better to get rid of the toxic relationships prior to weight loss surgery. That way, once you have the weight loss surgery, it's all like null and void. And you don't have to worry about, that side swiping you in the middle of, your post-op, and then you accidentally go off on a binge track, So I don't think that, that's a good thing. But, yeah. But then there's people out there, who are making videos. I see them here on YouTube. I guess because I posted a video in support of her, and I'm going to be doing more bariatric videos. There's a lot of people out there who are saying, making rumors about her. There's rumors about her drinking alcohol. There's a rumor that she was drinking soda when it was one of those ice drinks. She hasn't had weight loss surgery, so she could have those. I mean, once she has weight loss surgery, you can't drink those liquid ice drinks because that's carbonated. And so, yeah, that's not good. But she could have it now. She can get all the carbonated drinks that's not soda, out before. And then once, it's probably better to train yourself to not drink those things or need them. But, you can go to a Dollar Tree and get those little, there's singles, and you drop them in your water, and they have ones that taste like soda. Even, they have root beer, they have, the Fanta ones, and 7-Up ones, and things like that. It's just not carbonated, that's all. So there is that option. She has a way of, doing that where it might be help her transition from soda to water. So there is that idea. But I just don't think it's fair to judge. I mean, the people who I've seen or experienced comments from were people who don't know that obesity is a disease. It's a mental health issue, just like drug addiction. So she has, a mental health situation that she needs to work on. And she's going to have to work on it in her own terms. She's got to hit her own rock bottom. She's got to decide her own plan. She can't have other people telling her how to go about it and do it, because that won't work. If she's doing this for herself, then it'll work. But if she's doing it for somebody else because they told her that she has to do it or else, then it's just not going to work. And then something else that I had, I had noticed is that People just want her to go off. That's the thing, is they want her to say things. I mean, I don't know if she's really rude, but the thing is this, is that if people are making videos, video rumors, they're using you for your likes and views and stuff like that, but they're not even true. And I could assume that would be very exhausting for somebody to log on to YouTube or whatever. There's a whole ton of videos out there saying that you're not doing your doing the plan. TLC fired her, or there's the new rumor about Tammy is that she's dating Stephen Asante from My 600 Pound Life, things like that. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I mean, that's not a terrible thing, though. Maybe they could work on that journey together, and everybody needs love. Even Stephen Asante, he needs love. He needs, that. And the sad thing is, she did a video because someone told her she has to buy an iPhone because she's rich. Don't assume someone's financial means. And she said that she doesn't make a whole lot of money on the show, and that's really crappy. And not only that, I'm sure they're making her to look like a villain when she truly isn't. And that's not fair. It's not fair to make someone a villain when they really aren't. She seems quite lovely. Makes me feel bad. And I've had people make videos with my name in it, telling stories and lies that I did this and I did that. I mean, I live with my kids. Well, I don't live with her, but my kid's grandma. She says heinous things about me all the time. So and it does get exhausting. So when somebody asks you, oh, did you do this, or is this true? I mean, who really wants to go around playing the is it true game all the time? That's ridiculous. And I'm sure what you see on the TV is not necessarily what you're going to get all the time. Even with Stephen Asante, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he might actually be decent, and the show portrayed him to be something else. And, I mean, TLC got like 3 episodes out of him. So they got a lot of money off of him. And, I feel like they really scour, YouTube and Facebook and things like that for these people. And then once they find them, they just, lurch onto them and get them to sign on to the show. Because they know if they don't have the show, then that might be their only hope to get the surgery, because not a lot of bariatric surgeons, I guess, deal with, those people of that size, which is kind of shocking. But, and then the new drama is that, this makes me feel terrible, is that Amy Slatton had to put a video up stating that people were coming to her house. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand that, and it's not just for Amy Slatton or whoever else. That's just really infuriating when someone becomes a person of influence, whether they be singers or actresses, reality stars, whatever. Nothing gives you the right to go up to someone's house and just stare at it, or just wait for them to come out and ask for autographs, or or the paparazzi, they stalk people's homes so they get that shot that makes them loads of cash. I still don't. I think that's ridiculous. Sure, they put themselves out there, being on YouTube or on TV or whatever it is that they do there. But that doesn't give you the right. It doesn't give you any rights to their life outside of the show. And a lot of these celebrities, not just Amy Slatton, but other ones out there, will go out of their way and do meet and greets, or I still think it's flat out rude if somebody famous is eating lunch at Burger King or whatever, and somebody walks up and asks for a photo. I mean, that's pretty rude to me too. You don't have a right to interrupt someone's meal. You wouldn't want it done to you, and just because they're famous doesn't give them the right to doesn't give you the right to that idea, that option. You know, they're still people at the end of the day. You know, you don't have a right to intrude in their life just because they, and then people always say, oh, well, they signed up for that. That's not exactly what they signed up for. They signed up to make a living entertaining you, whether it be on the TV, YouTube, on a stage or whatever. That doesn't give you any extra time, any extra, you're not entitled to anything more than that. You're not entitled to anything more than what they're already giving you. You don't want someone stalking your house. Stalking is a crime, you know? So I think that's pretty nasty to go up to someone's house and just sit out there stalking somebody. Like, who does that? Who would do such a thing? I mean, I already have some. I've been going through a stalking problem for the last um 10 years, and I can tell you it's not something that is fun. It makes you very paranoid, and you're afraid to go places and do things. And you end up having a service dog because you're too afraid to go somewhere. Hopefully I can leave here and not have to worry about that anymore. But um, no matter everywhere I've lived in the last few years, I've had nothing but problems with the kid's grandma. Following my house, coming on the property, harassing the people upstairs, all over the place, offering cash to people to to talk crap about me at the courts and things like that. I mean, that's no life. I mean, it's no different than a celebrity having paparazzi sit outside your house when somebody, is offered loads of cash to take photos of you and your children. Nobody, you should not even be taking photos of someone's children. You know, um, I don't even like to post photos or videos of my kids on social media just because it's dangerous. You don't want to do that. But that's just my thought on it. It's just nobody has a right to just sit out someone's house and stalk them because they're a celebrity and you want to get up close and personal. That's scary, man. That's really scary. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I mean, I'm not even famous, and I get it done to me, and it's someone I know. I can imagine what it's like to have someone you don't know do it. You know, although they say your biggest fan is someone that doesn't even know you, and your biggest hater is someone really close to you, and that's a true story right there. I've never been trolled so hard by someone I don't know. It's always someone I do end up knowing. Sad. But yeah, so that's what it's like to have to go like that. Wow. But while we talk about the Breakfast Club, I find it kind of interesting. I didn't know. I had no idea that Anthony Michael Hall dated Trisha Paytas. Um, it seems like she dates everybody, doesn't it? She seems to date. Hey, Freddie, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying the nice weather outside, and hope Mom's enjoying it too. It's nice out there. Um, um, but yeah, I didn't know that. But she says he was quite toxic. It's kind of interesting though. You would think, oh, that's good. You would think somebody who isn't really like the great. I mean, he's not a doofy looking ugly guy or anything like that. But he's geeky, He was kind of geeky, um, in the movies. Um, he looks like the type of guy that, you know, can't get very much. I mean, that says a lot about Trisha Paytas, doesn't it? But yeah. So that's interesting. Oh, Governor Cuomo is going live. Ugh. I hope he's resigning today because I'm over hearing him sexually harass people. It's disgusting. That's not what should be representing New York in the least bit. We don't need someone who sexually harasses or assaults people to be our governor. But that's kind of interesting, that this guy was toxic to Trisha Paytas. But then again, I feel like, you know, I don't know. She seems to like. I mean, up until recently, that seems to be the gist of who she dates, is people who are toxic. And that's also ties in with the Tammy and the 600-pound life thing. Is people are always talking about, oh, how these people always have our relationships, but when you don't love yourself and you don't realize your self-worth and things like that, you do end up with people you really shouldn't. And I think Tammy, she was dating that guy Jerry, and he was an enabler, a nasty enabler. And I don't think he was really in it for the right reasons either. I mean, he got to be on the TV show. He got a little fame there. Got a little time on TV, and you know, and I don't think he made much money doing it, but still, it's exposure. People are now going to know who he is. You know, there's that, and but the thing is, with weight loss surgery, it's very common to lose friends and relationships because these people don't want you to succeed. So I don't know. Seems like a bad thing. I mean, Trisha Paytas, I mean, she does a lot of shitty things. The girl does a lot of shitty things. So, I mean, there's also that. What you put out is what you're gonna get right back. So if she's being a shitty person, then she's probably gonna get shitty people, in her camp. Hey, H7, morning. So I don't know about that. She says that he was toxic. I don't know much about that guy though. I don't know much about Michael Anthony Hall. But she says that he was Anthony Michael Hall. She said he was toxic and abusive and things like that. That seems. I mean, I don't know. Well, that's what she says, and you gotta believe the victim, right? It's usually how it works. But she's toxic too. She really is. However, I guess she was right about a lot of people though. But it's like I said to the lady upstairs earlier. It's like, in certain times, you gotta be something to know something. Trisha Paytas is toxic. I don't know if she knows she's toxic, but she's got a good eye for toxic individuals. This David Dobrik, he's getting canceled. Although she did make the mistake about Shane Dawson, but I mean, who really thought that he was that bad? Seems like all of them are bad. Jeffree Star, James Charles now, he's a predator. He likes young boys. That's terrible. Did y'all hear about that whole story about how that all went down? How James Charles messaged a fan, or the fan messaged him, but James Charles got really inappropriate, requesting pictures. Even though the kid said that he was underage, James Charles pursued it. I think James Charles needs to not accept DMs from fans, because it just doesn't work for him. He just can't do it anymore, because this is not the first time he's been accused of or he's accused other people of doing those kinds of things. So I think he needs just to stay off the DMs, or at least let somebody, maybe he needs a handler for his social media. Turn the DM thing off, and let somebody else take care of his Instagram, because obviously he can't manage. If he's not fully canceled for all that, then he's gonna have to. Is it? That's not a good thing, though. That's not necessarily a good thing. Age of consent is dropping. Well, that's You mean statutory rape is gonna change? I don't think that should change. Wow. I don't think statutory rape should change. Now that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. I got into this, because I ended up ordering the Discovery Plus. I don't have cable anymore. Cable sucks. I don't want to pay for that. It's garbage. So I have these, I have a few of the, just speculating. Oh, well, I guess. It might happen. I don't know. You never know. Yeah. Oh, I got rid of cable a long time ago. Hey, Lewis. I got rid of cable. Really long time ago. I think I'm on the 1 year cusp or 2 year cusp. Um, well, yeah, too many ads. I mean, for me, I get paid for ads, but not very much. But stupid broadcast, yeah. I mean, I have basic cable because that's how they get you. The stupid cable company knows, they're gonna make you keep it because. But basic. Oh, thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it. That's a stupid thing is that they do make it so you have to have at least the basic cable. Oh, you don't want the triple play? That's too bad. You need to keep the home phone so it keeps the bill down. I don't want no home phone. Who the hell has a home phone at this rate? Is that still a thing? And if you do, I'm sorry. I don't do home phones. It's dumb. I'm all for the cell phone and nothing more, nothing less. But something I've noticed on this, I've been watching the 90 Day Fiancé show, another toxic show. Oh, but well, they've been calling my cell phone too. I thought they stopped the spam calls for phones, but I guess they're allowed to do that again because all of a sudden lately, um, yeah, it's annoying. Definitely annoying. Um, but what's it? Who's it there? So I started watching this. Was it 90 Day Fiance? It's interesting. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not love for me in Ireland or Brazil or whatever. I mean, I couldn't do it. It's expensive to do that. But the one thing I find really gross on that show are these really old. I mean, I really shouldn't be ageist, but I think it's kind of gross when you have a 50-year-old guy um, bringing over an 18-year-old girl, and then the guy says that they've been together, for over a year. So that means you were dating her before she was even legal age in the States, and that's kind of gross. That's gross. I mean, I understand that TLC is very toxic, but I mean, I kind of wish they would go back to what this channel actually stands for, the Learning Channel, because I ain't learning a damn thing on their channel. What are we learning on there? You know, we're learning to hate people who need help. You know, we're learning that it's okay to breed children, and apparently your oldest son could molest the younger siblings and get away with it. How to get away with molesting your younger siblings? That's what they teach you on TLC. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Back in the day, they used to have really good shows, and then I guess what happens is they had a show that was really cool growing up. When I was growing up, it was called Trading Spaces, Trading Places, Trading Places. It was called Trading Spaces or Trading Places, and what they do is you would trade a house with with your neighbor. You trade places with your neighbor, and they would designate a room, and they would design the room, and then they would come back, and hopefully you'll like it, and if you didn't, I don't know what to say there. I mean, that's like the ultimate. Yeah, that was a good show. I thought they were supposed to bring it back. I wonder why they didn't. Well, I mean, I guess I'm sure Rona didn't help. I'm sure that didn't help. But yeah, that was a good show back in the day. I don't. I mean, things like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Now that's on Netflix, thankfully. I haven't watched the new seasons, but you know, that's good to know. But it's like everything else on TLC is. I mean, the Breaking Amish, that was kind of interesting. I was watching that the other day. I mean, I do like to see that. Um, and I was watching what's his name? I was watching the Sister Wives. Apparently, there's a new show that's going to be like that too. I mean, you know, see, now that's the thing is, I mean, I think that show is interesting. You get to see that family dynamic. Um, I'm not against polygamy if the families are like that, where you know the dad has a couple of wives and the kids are taken care of, and there's no domestic violence or child abuse or anything like that. I mean, he's very right. I mean, what right do I have to tell you what to do in your bedroom or your house? I don't have a right to tell you that. I mean, you know, it's to me. I think that's. I mean, I like to see it. I think it's a happy show. You know, I mean, does it? But they're all. But right now they're showcasing how that dynamic may not work. You know, as time goes on. But for me, I feel like that's one of those things. Like, it's not my business. It's not my business. So, like, if you want to be a polygamist, who am I to tell you no? If you're not abusing your children, you know, taking money from welfare or food stamps, and you're making do and doing what you got to do, who the hell am I to tell you what to do? You know? Yeah. I love you too, Lewis. Yeah, that's how I look at it. I feel like it's just like stupid. I think it just. I mean, I feel bad for this family because they talk about how the government can come in and they can take the parents away and then make the kids orphans and things like that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, although the funny thing is, I thought it was kind of interesting, and it's a church thing. What happened to separation of church and state? Doesn't this fall into that category? If it's their religion to be polygamists, so who is the government to say that they can't do those things? You know, that's what I don't understand about that. It's not my business. I don't care. Like I said, as long as the kids are not, and now I understand that there were polygamist cults back in the day where that was toxic. But I think it's always shitty when there are a couple assholes on this planet that do something that ruins it for everybody else. You know what I mean? So just because you have one or two bad, people, being polygamists, it doesn't make everybody else bad. And I think they should all get the same rights to do that. Although I find it kind of interesting. And the thing is, he says he's a conservative. They're a conservative family. They believe in church. But then again, he turned around and said he had to move to a Democratic state or area because they allow people who are different. Gay couples, LGBTQ, and all that stuff. It's kind of interesting when things like that happen. You're a conservative, but your own party doesn't accept your behavior. I don't understand why anyone would be down with love of any kind. I mean, bestiality, that's pretty gross. I mean, there's that, and of course, molesting and assaulting minors is disgusting. But I feel like polygamy, that's not our business. Unless if the children are going to school loaded with bruises and things like that, who are we to say what they can and can't do? I don't know. I'm pro mind my own damn business. I really am. I like the show though. I do enjoy watching it. I enjoy seeing the family dynamic there. It's something interesting, and all those kids are loved. They're all well cared for. They're loved. I mean, I don't see what people are all worried about. There was also I used to really like Little Couple. Little Couple. Uh, Bill and Jen. Yeah, my mom actually worked with Bill Klein's aunt. His aunt worked at my mom's job at the school. He's from New York, so you know. I don't know. I feel like that channel has really gone down the toilet. But uh, I mean, it's like all these channel. Oh, he's doing okay. He's with his dad. Well, he's at school today, but he'll be back tomorrow. Today, sorry, it's Wednesday. I thought it was Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday for some reason. It's been a long week. Yeah, he'll be back today after school. Um, Really haven't talked much about stuff going on at home. Jacob's doing okay. Unfortunately, Isabel, she was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome last week. Um, I mean, it's not a bad. It's a pretty mild case, but it still stinks. You got one kid with ADHD, then you got another one with Tourette's. It's like, gee, what's next? What else can come out from around the corner here? You know, that's just a mess. And I think it's brought on by stress too. The kid's grandma, she's acting out. She's saying, hellacious things. You know, apparently, if I don't let you use my bathroom, that's me trying to, apparently I was accused of trying to, what do you call it? I was trying to end her by not letting her use my bathroom. Yeah. But I have to say this, Isabel was pretty good about it. The neurologist asked her if she wanted to take medication, and she said no. So she's going to try to work on her Tourette's and OCD without medication and find coping skills. I mean, I think that's the way it should always go. I think, yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't, if I didn't have to put Jacob on medication or like that, I totally, yeah, meditation. My sister had OCD with trichotillomania. If you don't know what trichotillomania is, that's when you pull out your hair. So what she would do is she would put a rubber band on her wrist, and when she would get the urge to pull her hair, she would, just, snap the rubber band. Hey, Mudmower83, how are you doing? Good to see you. Well, my arm is itchy. Good luck to all of us going out with allergies this season, rubbing your eyes and sneezing. Last year, well, this time last year when it was allergy season, we couldn't go anywhere, so I didn't have to worry about that problem. This year it's going to be quite interesting. I'm getting my vaccine on Friday, vaccine number 1. Now here's the thing about that. Okay. Now, I understand there's people out there who don't want to get it. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I mean, it's your body, your choice, right? There's somebody I've known from, I went to high school with, right? And she got injection number 1, right? And I guess her roommate got injection number 2, and I guess the roommate got sick from it. Apparently injection number 2 is pretty rough. Well, yeah, I can imagine. But, so she's decided that she's not going to get the second injection. No, at that rate, you just wasted it. I mean, the vaccine is free. I wasn't going to get it. I have to be honest, I was not going to get that vaccine. I was like, I'm not doing this. I want nothing to do with this. I don't trust it. I'm allergic to the flu vaccine, so if I get this, and I get sick, that's going to be a problem. Well, the rate I'm going, I'm just like, I don't know. I just want to move on from this, and I look at my life, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm 35 now, so, and I have 2 kids, and I don't want any more, so, like, if it messes with anything, my life is good. I lived a full life, and it doesn't work out, I'm good. Kidding. But, I mean, I think the vaccine is to each their own, and I think once enough people get it, it'll be all good, and so there's that. Don't take the one and not take the second one, because there's people out there who really do want the vaccine, and stupid Cuomo made it really hard to get it as is. So I really hope this guy resigns. I really hope Cuomo resigns. I'm going to say this every day I'm on here. He needs to resign. He's gross. He's really gross. I never voted for that guy, and I would never vote for him anyways. Although, by the time of hopefully, fingers crossed, by the next governor election, I won't be here anymore. Although the governor of Florida is not that much better, but, it seems like life down there isn't too bad. But, I think Cuomo really needs to go. He really needs to go. He's really holding on. He's really holding on. He really thinks he's innocent. I mean, listen, here's the thing: is if he truly is innocent, he could resign, right? He could resign, and then he can come back once all is clear. Once all is clear, he can come back another time. But now you're gonna drag the state through this whole damn thing, and we've already been in crisis for the last year with the COVID thing, and now here we are. He's being investigated for sexual harassment, and even his own his current person, his current staffer, his current what do you call it? His current assistant came forward too. The way I look at life is it's just better to walk away and come back later. And that's not running away from your problems. That's solving it, because his problem needs to be solved. There's no possible way he could even run the state while this is going on, because he's gonna have clouded judgment. His judgment's gonna be clouded because he's got to deal with this. No, he doesn't. No, I don't think any of them do. To tell you the truth, I don't think any of these politicians really care. I never really to be quite honest, I don't focus on the big politics, like the president or or um, or the governor, because there's checks and balances at the very least, and I if I, however this okay, I'm gonna be fair to Cuomo for a split second here. There was a time when I needed something. My kid's dad was abusing Child Protective Services. He was using it as a form of harassment. Okay, and I called his office to report this because I think it needed to be checked out. That's exactly it. Um, so I need to talk to Cuomo about this, and I did not want to speak to a staff or anything like that, and he actually did. I don't know if they're really false though. H7, it's hard to know. We don't know, and we can't be gaslighting these ladies. Oh, false allegations. Yeah, false CPS cases. Yes. Oh, I thought you meant the ladies who were accusing Cuomo. Yeah, they were all false. They're all false, and it's a waste of CPS. It's a waste of resources, CPS's time. I mean, not that CPS is well trained to do what they do, anyways. But you don't want something distracting them. Like we don't want a governor who's distracted by. We don't want a governor that's distracted by sexual assault allegations. I think he needs to take a time out and take care of that mess. However, I did speak to him on the phone at that time. But, I mean, does that make him a decent person? No, it didn't really solve the problem either. Talking to him really didn't solve anything. The people who really do the work for you are your local government. Like, you can go to your senator's office, your congressman's office, your assemblyman's office. These are the people who are going to do the work for you. You want to go talk to them. Because they're small time. Unless if you're Lee Zeldin, I don't want to talk to you. But you know what I mean? Is the governor? He's not going to care about you. The president, whether it be Trump or Biden, neither side really care. They don't get paid to care. They get paid to dictate. They don't care. You know. So I don't. And honestly, neither side are really good. That's why we have to work on this. The two-party system is broken, and every time we have a presidential election or a governor election, we get stuck with the lesser of the two evils, and that's getting ridiculous. I mean, Cuomo, there was a good contender there. There was a really good contender. I had faith in Cynthia Nixon. I did. I really did. I had faith in Cynthia Nixon. And here's the other thing is, the last governor election, where it was Cuomo, we didn't even know what the Republican candidate was like. We never even heard of this guy. It's like they were preparing for him to win, But I mean, I really think Cynthia Nixon would have been pretty decent. She was talking about decriminalizing marijuana and making it legal, which it needs to be legal because it helps people. And I mean, to get a medical, I'm scratching my nose because it's like I said, it's we're in the what do you call it, allergy season. We need the marijuana. And the thing is, they make it so difficult for you to get medical marijuana. My nurse practitioner for my PTSD refuses to write the letter. See, there's the other thing is, there's a lot of people, like in my case scenario, because I have PTSD. I also have tardive dyskinesia, which is caused by psychotropic medications. I do qualify for a marijuana card, which they charge $200 just for the card. But my nurse practitioner won't write a letter. She doesn't believe that marijuana is good for mentally ill people, but she's okay with CBD. That's the crazy thing is she's okay with CBD, but marijuana, no good. I mean, CBD is good. CBD is not bad. I mean, it does the trick at a slow pace. But if you could, I mean, I've only smoked marijuana once in my life. I was 13 years old. I've never done it as an adult because, I got too many things. You did? But see, that's the thing. And see, that's the thing is people have that whole misconception that it's addictive. It's not addictive. CBD's not addictive. Hey, Danny, how are you? Wow, that's awesome, H7. Well, hey, listen, but then again, if you really need it, there's no shame in saying you need it, though. You feel better? Really? Oh. I don't know. I've only done it once in my life, but, considering that I have severe PTSD and things like that, I'm open to trying it so I don't have to, when I asked my nurse practitioner about the marijuana card, she's like, well, I'm not willing to write you that, but here's some Valium. I don't want no fucking Valium. Who the hell wants Valium? That stuff is addicting. Oh, that's true. That's probably true, H7. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is that, who the hell wants Valium? That's worse. Who wants that? That's very addicting. I had a roommate. Yeah. Makes sense, H7. I had a roommate. She claims that she was wrongfully diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I mean, I'm not saying that's not true or not because, I'm not a psychiatrist. But they put her on Klonopin. Klonopin's nasty. You don't want Klonopin. And then when she found out that she was wrongfully diagnosed, yeah, that's a good idea, H7, because the medical marijuana is very expensive. Yeah. I mean, not to tell you the truth, if I got a marijuana card, I wouldn't be buying it from the dispensary. I'd be buying it on the street. Because who the hell's got that kind of money laying around? But you know why the insurance company's not going to pay for it? It's because the drug companies don't want you to pay for it. However, I could say this, though, is that Medicare and Medicaid are very big fans of preventative care and things that cost a lot less money. So maybe, maybe they'd be open to paying it. I don't know. But, that's the thing is, I just want to bring this up, too, while I'm here speaking on this same topic. I was watching the first live stream a few days ago when they were picking the jury for the George Floyd case, and there was a lovely Karen, and actually her name was Karen. Come to think of it, there was a lovely Karen in there, stating that the cop is innocent. I mean, I didn't see it that way, but hey, whatever. And then when I asked where she came to that conclusion, she said her response was that the cop did the junkie a favor. That's pretty nasty, because he's still a human being, and addiction is a disease, for one, and that doesn't give us the right to go around and play little bunny foo-foo and plucking them off the earth, So I don't think that. So her reasoning for the cop being innocent is because the cop was doing George Floyd a favor. I mean, that's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up, and that's why a lot of people don't want to get help. That's why a lot of people don't want to get help. People who have addiction problems, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm aware that George Floyd did some things in his past, and then he cleaned himself up. I mean, does that excuse the things that he did in his past? No, it doesn't. but if he paid for it and whatever else, whatever, due process. But the thing is, junkies, I don't even like that term. It's just so nasty. If you want to sit here and talk about junkies, then when are you going to talk? When are we going to stand up to the medical doctors and the drug companies who are making drugs that are extremely addicting? Speaking of, like things like I said, got Klonopin and Valium, and you got doctors who prescribe these, the pain meds. You break your arm, and they give you pain meds, and you become addicted, and then you're stuck. Where's the justice there? People are quick to say that they want the death penalty for drug dealers. Okay, and I'm not saying I'm not denouncing that idea. I don't think that's terribly bad. But then you got what about the doctors? Where's the reform for that? Where's the reform for doctors who are prescribing these drugs? And then once these people become addicted, see, this is why the marijuana thing would be great, because then you wouldn't have these problems. But then you got the drug companies who don't want that either. The cops don't want the marijuana law to pass because that they gotta have these potheads to arrest. The courts, they make a lot of money. Here on Long Island, we have the largest drug rehab facilities here. They're gonna lose out on all those 16-year-olds. Parents calling the cops on the 16-year-olds to get them in for the marijuana. They're gonna lose a lot of money off of that. But yet we still got doctors prescribing, these pills. Seems strange, don't you think? There's got to be some change somewhere along the line, Hey, Artist Devil, how are you? There just needs to be a lot of change all around. Or just, I don't know. Cuomo's been saying he wants to. Well, I thought that was put on the back burner, though. Cuomo wanted to do the, that's true. That's definitely true, H7. If I had a green thumb, which I don't, I'm very good at not taking care of plants, I would actually grow my own. Yeah, oh, I bet. Yeah, we don't need any more plastic on this planet, People are all in an uproar over the damn bag ban here in New York. I don't understand why. Stores have been offering incentives for a while, to bring your own bag. Now they don't do it anymore, but you know what I mean? Stupid. Mother Earth needs us to give a damn. That's the way I look at it. Mother Earth needs us to give a damn. Because, let's face it, maybe Rona was created in a lab. That's very well possible. I believe it. But Rona might be created in a lab, but that doesn't mean Mother Earth ain't gonna give us another slap of some other kind to get us back inside. Gotta do something different. You gotta change something. Because Mother Earth, she's angry. She's mad as hell. I had to laugh because now listen, I'm for the idea that Rona's. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Be right back. Back. You are definitely a weird old dog. But there we go. I'm at like 70 ounces of water for the day already. So yeah, me and the turtlet gonna have to. Oh really? Yeah, you really are really good at that drawing there. Very talented. But oh, that's what it was. So I'm on TikTok a lot. So something that was brought up, there's this crazy lady on there. She's claiming that the Chinese created the snow in Texas. Now that's a bit ridiculous. That's a little crazy. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Oh, you put the link? Oh, yeah, I definitely will. Yeah. Make sure you check out the Artist Devil's videos. He's really talented with the drawing. But, that's just really crazy. This lady truly thinks that, she thinks that the Chinese have some snow machine or control of the clouds, and they sent over clouds to drop the snow on Texas. Like, that's just ridiculous. I never heard something so silly in my life. I mean, listen, I'm all for conspiracy theories, but that one just really takes the cake right there, saying that the Chinese are creating snow and putting it over Texas like that. Wow, that's definitely something. Ah. But anyways, guys, I am going to go now because it's been an hour. I got things to do. I got to get lunch. So, I will be back tomorrow for a live, maybe around the same time. So, I will see you guys later. Unfortunately, I don't have any Every Plate videos this week because I messed up my box. Whatever. But I will, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Bye, guys. Bye.